everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a haul swatch and review of the Colores de Carol Sunday Funday collection. I am currently wearing one of the polishes on my nails today. This one is the glitter topper called Rainbow Snow Cone, but I'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. And then on my lips, I do have a Too Faced melted lipstick or melted matte lipstick in the color Sellout. So I quickly want to talk about Colores de Carol as a brand before I get into the review of the collection. This is the first time I have purchased from this particular brand, so this is the very first order I have ever placed. So I do really like the bottle shape. These are pretty much, you know, the very standard round bottle shape. Like I think KB Shimmer has the exact same shape of the bottle. It does have a little bit of a wider brush, and I don't want to say it's a short brush. I think it's like a medium length brush, but it is a little bit of a wider brush. One thing to note about Colores de Carol is that her shipping time was extremely fast. I ordered these polishes and she shipped them out the very next day. Now, I don't know if it's because, you know, I just ordered the bundle of the collection or because it was the collection that she was, you know, previewing, so she had these pretty much ready to go. I don't know if that affected the shipping time, but I was extremely excited on how fast I received these polishes because they did ship out the very next day that I ordered them. So that's really nice. They did come beautifully packaged. They came wrapped in bubble wrap, and then there was a rubber band on that bubble wrap, and then they were wrapped in tissue paper, and then they had some type of like colorful tape on top of that, and every single tissue paper was a different color. It was just a really nice like presentation, really nice touch to receiving the product. I kind of wish I had taken pictures of it, but I'm sorry you guys, I didn't take a picture of it. I typically forget to do pictures because I don't normally do like unboxing pictures or anything like that. So the Sunday Funday collection is a set of 6 pastel crellies, and then there is a glitter topper. I'm going to be as descriptive as I can with most of the glitters in these polishes because they all have multicolored glitters in them. They just vary depending on what the colored base is so that it complements the colored base. Again, forgive me if I don't catch every single color or every single glitter in these polishes, but let's go ahead and get started. The very first polish in the collection is called Funday. So this is a baby blue pastel crelly with coral round glitters, lime green round glitters, red square glitters, and I believe those are metallic as well. And then there's these hex teal glitters and some white glitters. I see white round and square glitters, but they're very tiny. Not necessarily micro glitters, a little bit bigger than micro glitters, but they're very tiny, so you can't really tell if they're squared or round. I think there might be both. And I also really like the labels on these. Hopefully you guys can see the labels. They are little heart-shaped labels, so I thought that was a really cute touch to the packaging. This one was fully opaque in 3 coats. Most of these were fully opaque in 3 coats because it is a pastel color and it is a crelly, so it is going to be a much like lighter base. You could get away with 2 coats for most of these polishes, but quite honestly, I really like the way it looks with 3 coats. I think it looks exactly like the bottle in 3 coats. I did set these bottles upside down in order to get a lot more of those glitters in there. Otherwise, you may have to do a little bit of fishing for some glitters. But I only set it upside down maybe for like a minute before I started painting my nails, and that was enough to get a whole bunch of glitters on my nails. So again, this was Funday. Then the next polish in the collection is called Cotton Candy Dip, and this is the baby pink in the collection. This one is just jam-packed with glitters. So this has like red matte hex glitters, red bar glitters, red square glitters, magenta hex metallic glitters, blue square and round glitters. There's white matte micro glitters. There's just so many different glitters in this one, but for the most part, the colors that stick out are the red, the hot pink, the blue, and the purple. Again, this one was fully opaque in 3 coats. I did have to set this one upside down in order to get a lot of those glitters, but this one is one of the ones that is more densely packed in comparison to the other one, so I quite honestly don't think you have to set this one upside down to get a lot of glitters. And I really like the addition of those little bar glitters. They're very, very fine little bar glitters in here, so really pretty polish. The next polish in the collection is the creamy peach one, and this one is called Mango Taffy, and like I said, it's a peach colored crelly. So this one has large red metallic hex glitters. There are some black shards in here, some blue, red, and lime green round glitters, and there's also these blue metallic glitters as well. And of course it has those little white square round glitters. I can't really tell what they are, but they're not as apparent. You can't really see them because they kind of blend in with the peach. But this one was fully opaque in 3 coats. This one I did feel like you maybe needed a 4th coat depending on how you apply it. I decided to do 3 very, very thin coats because I was having a little bit of trouble with those glitters and them laying flat on the nail when I did my swatch. But if I would have done my normal coats, I think I would have gotten it opaque in 3 coats. But I did have a little more problems with these glitters laying flat because of those black shard glitters. Every time I see a polish with shard glitters, I know I'm going to have difficulty with them laying completely flat on the nails. The next polish in the collection is called Ferris Wheel, and this is the pastel green of the collection. This one has like these metallic chrome glitters. They almost look gray when the crelly polish kind of lays on top of it. There's also hot pink and lime hex glitters, blue hex glitters. There's these teeny tiny like orange square glitters and metallic glitters, and of course the little white glitters. This one was fully opaque in 3 coats. I did have to set this one upside down in order to avoid fishing for glitters, and I didn't really have any trouble with any of these glitters laying flat. The next polish in the collection is probably my favorite in the entire collection, and this one is called Toss My Rings, and it's this lavender lilac, pretty much like a pastel purple polish. But the thing that makes this polish really unique is that it has a whole bunch of multi-size round neon glitters in here. So there's like coral and yellow and purple and green. There's also hot pink, but they're all different sizes and they're all round glitters. So this kind of reminds me of Upside Round from KB Shimmer, but in this light purple crelly base. So very, very pretty. This one was fully opaque in 3 coats. I didn't have any issues with these glitters laying flat, but this one is the one that has the least amount of glitters in it, in my opinion, or they just kind of tend to stay in one area of the bottle. Even though I did set this bottle upside down before painting my nails, I still had to do a little bit more fishing with these glitters because they didn't really seem to come out that easily on the brush. I don't know if that's because they're round glitters, but I did have a little bit more trouble getting more of these glitters on the nail. The next polish in the collection, or the last crelly polish in the collection, is called Clown Shoes, and this one is the pastel yellow crelly. This one is just jam packed with different shaped glitters and different size glitters. So I'm going to try and get them all for you guys. So I see some round black glitter, some black shard glitters, some green hex glitters, and there's 2 different tones of green in here as well. There's these purple or lavender glitters, some baby pink glitters, gray glitters, square glitters. There's red metallic glitters, but it looks like there's round and square glitters in here. It's just a really cool combination. This one is jam packed with glitter, so you are going to get a lot of glitter payoff on your nails. Even with setting this upside down, I kind of had to put glitters back into the bottle because there were just so many. I don't really think you need to set this one upside down or do much fishing to get a lot of glitters on your brush. So this is a really, really nice polish. This one is definitely a standout in the collection. And the last polish in the collection is called Rainbow Snow Cone, and that's actually what I'm wearing on my nails today. And this is the glitter topper of the collection. It is a sheer holographic base, so it's like one of those holographic toppers that you can put over any polish and kind of turn it into a holographic polish. But it is jam-packed with multicolored, multi-shaped, metallic glitters. There is every color of the rainbow in here. Blue, green, yellow, purple. And there's also kind of pastel glitters in here. So I see those white glitters. I also see baby pink glitters. I see light blue, like baby blue glitters in here. It's just a very unique color combination. And it's going to look different depending on what colored base you wear. So I just put it over a white base. That way you were able to see more of the colors. But quite honestly, if you wore this over a dark base, I'm sure those pastel glitters would pop more. I love glitter toppers, so you can't really go wrong with glitter toppers. But I'm kind of glad that this is so different than any of the glitter toppers I already own. I quite honestly don't have a glitter topper like this. I think that holographic base really did set it apart from a lot of the multicolored glitter toppers that I have, and the fact that it incorporated both metallic, vibrant jewel tone colors and pastel colors in there as well. I think it's a really cool topper, and it kind of pairs perfectly with this collection. So that's it. That's my entire swatch and review for the Sunday Funday collection by Colores de Carol. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I am currently posting 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!